Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your February 2023 monthly reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. If you haven't caught any of your reads, your January, your mid-month bonus, your 2023 yearly forecast, all the Capricorn readings can be found in the playlist that I will link up here, but also it will always be linked at the end of your reading. Your monthly spread is a 9-card spread to highlight beginning, middle, and ending of the month. I'm also going to pull energy oracles to see what we can expect for the energy for February. And your bonus reading this month is going to be a bonus love reading, okay? And I will be doing weeklies again as well. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. As always, the sign with the most likes and the sign with the most views gets a bonus live reading. Okay, so let's see what the energy is for my Capricorn friends. What can Capricorn expect February 2023? Oh, geez. Who got the anxiety card? Was it... I don't remember if Virgo or Taurus did, but they also got another earth sign, fellow element sign, also got the anxiety card. Darn it, I cannot remember. I did theirs yesterday. So instead of love oracle, because I'll be doing a love bonus reading for all the signs this month, I'm going to pull angel messages for you with the Angel Tarot card. So let me just pull, whoa, well, that was quick. Beautiful, the Fool card. It's called the Dreamer in this deck. 4 of Earth. Do we have it here? No. Okay. And the 9 of Air, 9 of Swords. All right, let's get to it. That is a very big spread. I love it. My lovely Capricorns. If you're not subscribed already, I would love for you to join my channel. Turn your notifications on so you know when the next few readings come up. I'll also be posting in the community tab and probably in my stories whose live readings I'll be doing and what week. I've been sick for a few weeks, so if you notice that the video is a little bit like I've cut out pieces of the video, it's really just me cutting out my coughing. Okay, I'm not cutting out any messages that come through whatsoever. I never edit my videos to remove messages at all. I do read intuitively if you're new to me, but welcome. So it's not just the cards you see on the table, but also the channel messages that I receive. And so here we go. The card of anxiety comes up first. So some of you may be entering the month of February feeling a little bit anxious. It feels more so like you are... Now, here's the thing, Capricorn. The vibe, the feeling I'm having when I look at this anxiety card for you is more so like life planning. Like you're thinking way too far ahead of what you want to do. I get this idea or this feeling of having your own plans for life, your present, your future, and like super long future, long-term goals, right? It's like wanting to make a certain amount of money, wanting to purchase a specific type of car or home or live in a specific city. I do get that energy, but I also feel like you're not just looking at like, you know, what your goals are for this month, but you know, your 5-year plan. And for some of you, I even feel like you're even looking at like a 10-year plan, you know, or beyond. If you have children, you may be thinking of, okay, well, where do we go once, you know, my child is in high school, or once my child is off to college, or, you know, what if my child wants to do this, or children, whatever, right? And so I do feel like you're already looking way too far ahead when so many things can change in a short amount of time. So remember to keep that in mind, that as much as, you know, you would like to plan and have this, you know, eye on the prize type goals for you, I do feel that if you fall like head first into this future life planning with worry, I don't mean like, you know, don't be excited for this, because I do feel like a lot of you will be accomplishing so many amazing goals, right? Like making a specific amount of money, making sure that you maybe expand your company, your finances, you know, you want to change your careers or locations. I also feel like some of you are going to be playing a lot financially, right? And I'm hearing the word outsourcing. So some of you, if you are business owners and you have specific products, you may be outsourcing specific services or products that will essentially help cut down on perhaps time management or, you know, even storage or space, no longer working from home, but rather maybe having an outside company outsourcing those products so that you actually don't need to have a specific place around to store certain product, right? So I do get this feeling of thinking far ahead, but I just want to caution you that if it makes you anxious to start already worrying about things that you're not even close to coming close to, right? Like 10, 15, 20 years ahead in the future, it's time to pull back a little and then remind yourself, all right, Capricorn, one step at a time. We got big goals, we got big dreams, and I'm not crashing down on them. I'm just saying, let's be realistic. Let's not think too far ahead. Let's give ourselves those big goals on a short term that you know you can achieve. And as you achieve all those goals little by little, then you start expanding your horizons as you go along. But I get this feeling of, okay, I want to do this by this age. I want to do this within the next time period. And then if I'm really good at this, then in 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, who knows? But exactly, who knows? So don't get in over your head with worry or anxiety. Get in over your head with excitement. Allow things to unfold for you, because you may be looking, you know, thinking of a specific project or something that you really want to get into and open up new avenues for yourself, but it might lead you a completely different path that ends up being even more exciting, or it may end up being more successful financially for you, right? So don't put too much thought, stress, and overthinking, especially if this has to do with keeping things, you know, in balance. I also heard the word or the term checks and balances. So before you start, you know, moving too quickly, faster than your mind can think it, right? I get this feeling of some of you have so many great ideas and your mind is running with ideas. Write them down, Capricorn. I know sometimes we feel like, oh, that's such a great idea, I'm not going to forget that. And then like something happens, we get preoccupied, life happens, whatever. And then it's like, oh my God, what was that I was thinking about? Okay, let's try to backtrack. Let's try to meditate. Let's try to, what was I doing? Bring me back to that energy again, you know, tapping into your higher self energy source. Remind me, what was that idea you gave me earlier, that download? I need it back, right? Write it down. Take notes on your phone. Grab a Post-it, write it wherever you can, you know. I would even say on a receipt, but then you might lose the receipt, okay? Some of you have probably already done that. And so if you have these ideas, keep them organized, keep things in order. And yes, I know that's a very Virgo thing to say. However, you want to make sure you have a system of checks and balances. You want to make sure you're not in over your head. You know, and at the same time, don't be in over your head with stress or worry, or how am I going to get that contact, or how am I going to, you know, achieve all of this in a short amount of time, or I have X amount of dollars or X amount of time to achieve all of this. If your excitement turns to worry and anxiety and things start to feel like they're causing an imbalance in your life, right? An imbalance in your thought processes, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial imbalance. The angel of balance is here to remind you, listen, slow your roll. We got you, Capricorn. We're going to keep your head above water. We want you to make sure that you do take action, but that it's inspired action moving forward. It's not out of fear. It's not out of worry. It's not out of anxiety, but out of inspiration and excitement. And that is really going to, and I heard the term, fuel your motivational train. Okay. So I don't know if anybody has said that before, or some of you are like imagining it that way, but that is how I heard it. Okay. So it's time to take inspired action, fuel the, you know, fan the flames, you know, fuel this inspired action, these ideas for you, and just really keep moving forward. Again, not with stress and worry, not with fear in place, but rather from a place of joy, happiness, excitement, a place of feeling grounded and balanced moving forward. You know, if you're already having trouble paying your bills, are you going to fork over all of your money and not pay bills towards some investment that seems too good to be true, like a get rich quick scheme, right? You don't want to screw yourself up that way, okay? I'm just hearing that very clearly. I do feel that a lot of you have been feeling like you're tapping into your psychic gifts, skills, abilities. You're feeling a lot more intuitive lately, and it's feeling like it's been like that over the last couple of years. So those of you that have gone through, you know, that shadow period, or, you know, some sort of going within and doing the inner work, the shadow work, dark night of the soul, or just going through your own awakening and spiritual journey over the last 2 years, especially that so many of you may have gone through that during a time of crisis, right? The pandemic, during a time of instability and insecurity, you know, that very beginning, those very beginning moments of 2020 shutdown where we weren't sure what was going to happen next, right? It's like moving into survival mode. I do feel that ever since then, a lot of you have really started to trust your gut and intuition a lot more. Your major arcanas here, the High Priestess, is really highlighting everything. You also have the Dreamer card here, which is the Fool card in the Angel deck. So the High Priestess and the Fool card together, it's like you've got that intuitive nudge, that spiritual alignment, you know, your higher self or your spirit guides, guardian angels that are guiding you, that are letting you know, that are reminding you, listen, you can trust yourself. You can trust the guidance we're giving you. You can trust the ideas, the downloads that you're receiving. Now, some of you are starting to realize that those random thoughts are no longer just random, but rather inspired thoughts that are coming from a higher source, from your higher self. Spirit guides, guardian angels, those, you know, those moments when maybe you're working out, you're going for a walk, you're daydreaming, whatever, and you've got these ideas that are just like this sudden thought in your mind, and then sometimes you can't let them go. Those are spiritual downloads. Definitely trust it, especially if it feels as though it can bring in a lot of money or a sense of safety and security, because I get this feeling that some of you that are in a specific career or place of employment, you may want to branch out and start your own business. However, you are afraid. Some of you may be afraid to leave one job. Others of you, I don't know why, I feel like you have way more than one job and you've got your plate already overflowing, right? But it's like it's almost as though there's no, I heard no rest for the wicked. Okay, so it's almost as though you guys are like happy to do it all. You want to do it all. And seeing the financial compensation at the end of the day really, really motivates you and excites you to keep moving. However, you've got the 5 of Coins and the 2 of Swords at the beginning of the month here with the High Priestess. Definitely trust your intuition. Do some inner work. Trust your own inner guidance. Trust the intuitive nudges that you're getting. 5 of Coins is usually the card of, you know, financial loss. 2 of Swords is kind of like being at a stalemate, being, you know, like things are not moving forward, being at a standstill, not sure if what things are being presented to you are real at times, that you just can't figure out how to make a decision moving forward. And so if this is in regards to feeling like there's a money drain, feeling as though you're, you know, spending or shelling out more money than you're actually receiving, it's almost as though money or financial, you know, compensation is running and flowing through you like water, rather than you being able to hold on to it. So I do feel like that is about to change for you. You are trying to come up with better ideas, I'm hearing how to cut things and people out that are your money drain. I want to say I had something similar for you in recent readings. I don't recall. So if you've caught any of my other readings, definitely check those out. The Queen of Swords, which you always get the Queen of Swords in your reading. So either you have a lot of air in your chart, or you are dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You have you have 2 5s here. with the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Swords can be a little tricky here, especially with the Queen of Swords. So this is someone that really is really harsh with their sword, really, you know, can really cut you down with their sword. This is someone who does not hold back. Now, this could be the energy that you're embodying and like not holding back, letting people know, hey, listen, you know, I've been taking care of this, or I've been covering that, or you're always making me pay, or, you know, like I got to take care of my financial, you know, situation as well. If you're trying to cut out the excess in terms of who's taking advantage of you on a financial matter, I do feel like you'll be setting up those boundaries. And, you know, at this point, it's more about cutting your losses. And, you know, as much as it may hurt to lose certain people that, you know, you wish were your people and wouldn't take advantage of you, it's like, all right, if they're your people, they're understanding. They're not going to make you feel guilty. They're not going to try to manipulate you. They're not going to try to still get their way with you one way or another, right? But the Queen of Swords, I feel as though, especially with the peacock on this Queen of Swords, by the way, okay? I mean, look, she's got her sword up, but this peacock has her feathers up. Like peacock showboating like that, like showing you what's up. This feels like someone coming to you being like, yeah, you can set all the boundaries you want, but guess what? I'm still going to get my way. I'm still going to get my way. You're still going to pay my bills. You're still going to take care of me. You're still going to take care of my expenses. You're still going to buy me what I need. I'm going to find a way, one way or another, for you to handle it, for you to take care of me, for whatever it is. Fill in the blank. Now, this can also be you putting your guard up in a way where you're just like, no more. No more. I've got to take care of my personal financial responsibilities, my financial security in the home, not just for now, but in the future. What's going to happen when I want to retire? Some of you are thinking that far ahead. You don't want to keep working. You're ready to retire. And whether you're of retirement age or not, you're already thinking, man, I don't want to wait till I'm like in my 60s, 70s, 80s to retire. I want to retire when I'm still young enough to do whatever it is that I feel like I missed out on, right? And so the Five of Swords can sometimes be that tough energy. You know, swords is very much about communication, but also, you know, air communication in terms of what you're thinking on in your head. So it's almost like no filter. Someone's going to get cut. Someone's going to get cut out. But that Queen of Swords, I've always called her my cut a bitch queen, because she can cut a bitch when she wants to. Like, she will not hold back. And so the Five of Cups, you're either leaving someone in a little bit of that emotional distraught, crying over spilled milk, like how could you? Or that's how you're leaving someone, or that's how someone's coming at you, you know, in terms of cutting you down, you know, spewing their negative words and really cutting you with their words, right? Where it feels like, and I always get this vision of, if any of you watch The Simpsons, I don't know if any of you have, but I always get this saying that is said in one of the, it's a very old episode, where she's like, a dagger through my heart, right? And it's like, it's almost too much. It's too much, but it comes across as very over dramatic. So Five of Cups energy, I do feel like be careful with your words, how you say things, the types of arguments and interactions you may have with someone, because someone here is definitely going to get cut, definitely going to get hurt. I don't mean physically, okay? Let's not get involved with people like that. But I mean, you know, choice of words. It can be a time of cutting people out. It can also be a time of cutting out what no longer serves you, what no longer brings you happiness and joy. You know, cutting out the excess, cutting out the dead weight. I feel like there's a lot like you're reevaluating that no longer belongs in your life, whether it's people, places, things, situations, environments, right? Even thought process, mentalities. For some of you, it can just be you're done with drinking and partying and getting involved with people that are like overly dramatic, and you're just like, I cannot with these people, right? At the end of the month, you have the 10 of Wands. That follows the 5 of Cups. So really, whatever this emotional drainage is feeling to you really does carry a burden to you. But I feel like you're done carrying those emotional burdens for someone else. So either you need to do the inner work and the healing work as to why you allow it, Or, you know, this person needs to do the inner and the healing work so that they don't bombard you with it. It could also be you, that you may have some childhood wounds, inner child wounds, or emotional, you know, parental child wounds, right? Whether you're the parent or the child. I do feel with the 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, it's like going back to your youth. I do get this feeling of wanting to live a life of joy and happiness and going back to simpler times, but knowing that, you know, there's been a lot of damage, a lot of hurt, a lot of, I'm hearing the words wasted time. That's not for everyone, but I do feel like some of you are maybe looking back and feeling like, wow, a lot of time has passed. Perhaps you feel like you have not accomplished much. You haven't traveled much. You haven't, maybe you have just recently decided it's time to settle down. And, you know, some of you are just like, my life hasn't really progressed much other than wanting to set myself up for retirement, you know, and I keep hearing the words retirement. I feel like some of you guys are just like ready, you know, to be over and done with trying to figure that out. And if you're in a relationship or married, it's almost as though you and your partner are saying, okay, we need to crunch the numbers and figure out how we can retire sooner rather than later so that we can really truly enjoy our time together, right? And so you have the Dreamer card as your angel message. The Dreamer card is the Fool card here. This is taking a leap of faith, following your dreams, and having unexpected opportunities. I do feel that your spirit guides, guardian angels, I said it from the beginning with the High Priestess, you will be getting those downloads. You will be getting those intuitive nudges. You will be getting aligned to, you know, those perfect opportunities to make more money, to pivot out of one career or field into another, to really figure out what's worth your time and what's not. It could be causing you anxiety, having to have certain difficult conversations with people, but I feel like you're just done with people and places and situations that no longer bring you joy. You're just at a point of, if it doesn't make me happy, then why is it in my life? You know what I mean? And so you have the 4 of Earth here. This is 4 of Pentacles. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. So again, this is taking a look at your finances. Like I mentioned earlier, you may be looking at your finances. You may be trying to figure out, where is the money drain? How can I cut back? How can I save money? How can I be okay moving forward? You have the 9 of Air, right? This is like a double confirmation of anxiety, okay? Seriously, the 9 of Air with the anxiety card really is like a picture of anxiety, stress, even grief. But, and I just heard Charlie Brown say good grief. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but it just feels as though like, am I really this stressed? Is the universe playing a joke on me? Like, what did I do to get into this position? How did I get here, right? So if anything, this is an opportunity to really reflect and review and try to figure out, what is the excess? What have you felt that has felt like it's been a burden for you, right? It says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. It's time for you to let all of that go. Be very, very careful in terms of, you know, what you're taking on and whether or not you should be taking that on. So I'm going to pull a few cards from the Money Oracle just to see where you are money-wise. I want to see what your money worries are here. Now, I'm going to pull 2 cards for money worries and 2 cards for money goals, okay? Although I know they don't sound like they would have a lot to do with each other. I feel like you have money goals that can be causing money worries, okay? So let's see what comes up for you. Money worries. What is Capricorn worried about? Financial commitment, long-term investments, partnerships, working together, or having a fulfilling career. You may also be worried about getting married and maybe not wanting to spend that type of money, maybe not wanting to support a partner or spouse. Maybe some of you are just worried about whether or not you're ever going to get married. And are you prepared to be in a partnership where your finances are combined, or will be, I heard the word scrutinized, but that's not how I felt. But some of you may be worried that that's how you will be seen, like your finances will be scrutinized by your partner, but I'm not getting that energy at all. What else? You worry about whether or not you've started investing too late, whether or not that, you know, your investments are going to mature and have that extra money by the time you decide to retire. You know, it says here, you know, finishing work. You're worried about finishing work, and you're worried about retirement. So what are your money goals that we want to highlight here for Capricorn? I'm telling you. Wow, I love it. I love it, because remember what I said, those ideas that you're getting, those downloads, it's something. It's literally that bright idea. Look at that, the light bulb. It says lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration, careers in entrepreneurship, new job, having the creative work. I'm telling you. And what does that come to mind when you do that? When you follow inspired action, holy cow. Overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, an opportunity for careers as a nurturer, taking care of business, or feeling more fulfilled in your job, you know? And I'm telling you, when you take that inspired action, it absolutely is going to lead you down to a path of, you know, doing something that you love, moving forward. And that is going to bring a lot of joy, happiness, and abundance. Because when you do something you love, you're going to be compensated for it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a couple of these fortune cards, and then I'm going to just grab one card from the, from the wisdom of the oracle. What did I say? To follow your intuition. And that card, I know it came out on camera, it flipped over immediately. The card of the seer says, follow your intuition. That is a double confirmation here with the high priestess card, right? Let's see what else. The mystic circle and the wizard. Okay, listen, I'm telling you, I literally talked about this in your reading. The mystic circle, your abilities will be enhanced. Didn't I tell you that, guys, in the beginning? And the wizard, use your skills to aid others. So you may be doing like coaching job. You may be, you know, you have whatever skill, gift, ability. You may be doing readings. You may be doing energy work. You may be, you know, whatever it is that you feel like your intuition, your higher self is guiding you towards a path on this. It's going to aid you in not only helping others, but also to really be able to trust your guidance, your intuition, and where it's going to take you. It will absolutely bring you financial prosperity and fulfillment. Now, let me just grab wisdom of the oracle as I close out this message. Beautiful. There you go. The card of the loyal heart. That one came out pretty quickly. So this is, you know, loyal heart partnership. This could be a soulmate partnership. This could be a partner where you feel like now's the time to really buckle down, get serious about each other. You know, if you are worried about your future, your career, your money, your retirement, your pension plan, whether or not you're ready to get married on a financial level, yes, maybe even on an emotional level. Some of you just realize you're in love with someone, but now you're a little stressed or worried about whether or not you can really be able to take care of another person, right? As a partner or spouse, or if you have children, you may be thinking about whether you're going to grow your family. I do feel like this is a very beautiful connection. It feels very sweet and tender and very loyal. It also feels very fun-loving and gentle-hearted. So if you're looking for that type of partner, if you're looking for love, I do feel like you're about to meet them if you haven't already. The loyal heart is also someone who's got your back, okay? I feel like this is someone who's going to ease your mind, ease your worries, and you're just going to feel so secure with this person that it's just going to have that beautiful, amazing I don't know what to call it. It just feels like such a beautiful, tender connection, okay? There's a lot of love here between two people. It feels like you've met your match or you're about to, but it definitely feels like you will be like two peas in a pod. You have very similar and almost exact ideals of, you know, your own morals and ethics and the way you want to do things in life, how you see yourself in the future, if you want children, if you don't want children. I just feel like your values and your ideas line up. Like I keep hearing two peas in a pod, but I mean, look at that, like divine counterpart, royal, like a royal couple right there, full of wisdom. You are like two old souls that probably had a life on another, like another past life relationship, and you come together in this lifetime, and it just feels right. Okay, I love this message to close it out all together for you. It's really, really beautiful for you. Don't worry too much about, you know, things that are out of your control. Go ahead and take inspired action towards things that you want, that you love. Remember to follow your intuition and your own divine guidance, and it will definitely lead you to opportunities of new ideas, new businesses, entrepreneurship, growth, and overflowing prosperity. And if you're not already looking for love or in a positive, you know, loving connection, a loyal heart is about to cross your path. I love it. I love it. I love it, Capricorn. I'm here for it for you guys, and I'm sending you guys so much love and support. As always, remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To book a personal reading, there should be some dates that I opened up for February, so make sure you check that out in the description box below. Your playlist is here. Whatever other reading I have is here for you. Your mid-month bonus love reading is coming up next, so stay tuned for that. Turn your notifications on so you know when I go live and when all your readings are up. Have a wonderful February. Take care. Bye.